Welcome to the 250 Gemstones News TV channel. I am your host, Michael T. Porter, and I'm bringing the news to you like no other. Here we go. Here go Jeff Metcalf running his mouth again. This is according to newsnation.com. If you guys want to check out the article written by Josie Fishels. Austin Metcalf's dad says Karmelo Anthony shouldn't have graduated. Here you go, still running his damn mouth. The father of Austin Metcalf says the former superintendent who let his son's killer receive a high school diploma folded like a cheap tent under pressure. Jeff Metcalf's son was stabbed to death by Karmelo Anthony at a Frisco area track meet in April 2025. Anthony was convicted of murder last week and sentenced to 35 years in prison. In the days since the verdict, Metcalf has been speaking out publicly about how he believes Frisco Independent School District and its superintendent, Mike Waldrip, mishandled the case from the start. Metcalf told Fox that Waldrip folded under pressure from Anthony's supporters, who had pushed the district to let Anthony graduate despite the murder charge. He went further in a separate podcast appearance where he called Waldrip the most spineless, coward piece of shit I've ever met in my entire life. TMZ reported that he had several racially charged statements directed at Anthony during the interview. Wow. Oh, so TMZ reported that he made several racially charged statements. That's talking about Jeff Metcalf is still talking. He's a racist, but he wants to believe people that he's not, right? TMZ has confirmed that he is a racist because he just used a whole bunch of racially charged statements directed at Anthony during the interview. Metcalf told Fox that Anthony never returned to school after the stabbing and said the district still had the authority to withhold his diploma. He's also claimed that the student handbook lists murder as grounds for mandatory expulsion, meaning in his view that Anthony should never have been cleared to graduate at all. Anthony was convicted of murder more than a year after stabbing Metcalf. Once again, if you guys want to check out the article, newsnation.com. So we pretty much saying that expulsion, but I believe, let me look up expulsion. Just because the action of depriving someone of membership in an organization. I think there's more to it, but he's going to graduate. He's going to... Karmelo Anthony is a good child. Karmelo Anthony is, well, a good young man now. He was a good child while he attended Frisco. He is a damn good child. He had a 3.7 GPA. So I'm curious to know, what was Austin's GPA? What was Hunter's GPA? Since black people can't raise good children, right? So if, he's a bona fide racist, an absolute racist, and we knew that he was racist all along, and there's a handful of people, not everybody in Frisco, there's a handful of people in Frisco, Texas that think like this man. And they're not just ordinary people. There's people that hold high positions. They're police officers, they're judges, they are DA, they come in all different forms, but a lot of them get into positions to where they can make not only black people lives live in hell, but poor people lives live in hell, but mainly black folk. That's right. You got to understand, his mindset are going to academies such as police academies. This mindset that Jeff Metcalf has is going into schools, is going into law enforcement, is going into FBI, is going to DIA, CIA, is going into the military, is going into mayor positions, is going into Senate, is going into the House of Representatives. This mindset spreads like a disease. So if these people who hold high positions think like Jeff Metcalf, there's no mystery why black people are targeted, especially black men are targeted. It's not a mystery. We knew Jeff Metcalf was a racist from the time the case started. And every time he opens his big racist mouth, he just proves us right. Nobody's putting a gun to Jeff Metcalf's head to make him say these things. This is coming from his mind. It's coming from his heart. It's coming from his wicked spirit. Karmelo Anthony needs to graduate. Why? Because he deserved it. He's a 3.7. He's damn near a 4.0 student. And then you got people who report this story calling him a murderer. A murderer is a person that has a murderer mindset, right? A person who has a violent rap sheet. A person who has killed before and has killed a couple of people. Just because you cut hair one time does not make you a barber. Just because you go swimming in your pawpaw's pool does not make you Michael Phelps. A killer is a person that's all their only purpose in life is killing people and harming people. We know this is not true because he has a 3.7 GPA, which means he spends most of his time studying. We also know that he's a good child because he's not in the gang, he has no criminal rap sheet, and he's also involved in other curricular activities such as track and field. So what I'm saying is, to have a 3.7 GPA takes a lot of time. Not only is he's dedicated to his homework, he's dedicated to his schoolwork. So while he's in school, he's paying attention. When he leaves school, he is still studying. He's studying in school classwork, he's studying outside of school homework, and he's involved in other productive extracurricular activities such as track and field, which means from the time he wakes up and sit his ass down in somebody's classroom, let's say he go to school at 7:30. From 7:30 to 2:30, he's in school, classwork, studying. When he leaves, he's going to his track meet. So they practice starts at 3:30. From 3:30 to 6, he's at practice. 3:30 to 5, he's at practice. When he comes home, now it's 5:30 in the evening. He haven't even ate dinner yet. He go home, eat dinner. He spends another 3 hours studying, because it's not just regular studying when you're having a 3.7 GPA. You really have to say, you know why? Because I'm a smart child. I'm a smart man. Well, I was a smart child. Now I'm a smart man, very intelligent man. Thank you very much. Pats on my back. So from 7:30 to 5:30, school and track and field. Let's say he eats dinner around 6:30. From 6:30 to 9:30 at night, he is studying. He's probably got scholar classes. See, this is what I mean by when the media doesn't break it down and they just throw stuff out there, and when you say, 3.7 GPA doesn't matter and his lifestyle doesn't matter, we're painting a great image of Karmelo Anthony. Karmelo Anthony is not George Floyd. George Floyd is debatable because he had a long rap sheet of harming people, putting guns to pregnant women's bellies, so on and so forth. This at the time, he was a 17-year-old teenager, a child who had a lot of discipline. This is why we got to paint the image. See, but when you're racist and you just hate people just to hate people, you're brainwashed and you're absolutely foolish and ignorant. You don't see it the way I see it. Even if this is a white child, I would never call a white child, based on their lifestyle, a murderer if he killed a black child, because I'm looking at, so what did he do? How did he live his life? Well, from 7:30 to 2:30, he in school. From 3:30 to 5:30, he's in practice. He eats dinner around 6. From 6:30 to 9:30, he's studying. He takes a shower. He's in bed at 10, and he gets right back up and do it again. Oh, really? He's a 3.73. Oh, this is a good student. Anywhere else in the world, a child that has a 3.7 GPA is revered as intelligent, comes from a good home, discipline, a captain, a leader, just a good child. But when a nigga baby such as Karmelo Anthony, even though they living in a white neighborhood, he is still a nigga. A 3.7 GPA holds no weight. He's still a buffoon. He's still a gorilla that needs to be locked up in the eyes of this racist as group of people such as Jeff Metcalf and others who think like him. But y'all flip my comments. What do y'all think about Jeff Metcalf still running his racist mouth? In order to be great, we got to make great decisions. And constantly attacking a young man who made a mistake is not a great decision. All in the name of Jesus. What y'all think about Jeff Metcalf saying that Karmelo should never receive his diploma? This man is the worst of the worst. Y'all flip my comments. Those of you been rocking me since day one, I appreciate y'all. Those of you who just found the channel, I appreciate y'all too. I'm gone.